I seen that you were all set up and ready, and then I was like, do you know what, I'm going to move now. Watch this. I'm Jade and I'm 23, and when I was 19, in 2019, I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma in my shin bone, which resulted in a above knee amputation. So now I have a prosthetic leg. We must have visited the doctors 5, 6, 7 times maybe, if not more, because I'd rang 111 because I was in so much pain. I'd like gone to A&E to like sit there, stuff like that. So overall, yeah, probably about 7 times. And one of the times, one of the nurses in the GP just like kind of laughed at me and showed me pictures of lipomas on Google and just said, "You're being dramatic, like this is what it is." There just needs to be more research and knowledge into it in small GP practices, because it doesn't matter where you live or it doesn't matter who you are, like these things can happen to anyone. So I just think it's more just like research these things, just like make sure that you're knowledgeable on all these different things, because it can just literally happen to anybody, and sometimes without it being diagnosed early, like, you know, it's not always a good ending, is it? I had chemotherapy, so I had 3 different types, 15 cycles. It was a lot and it was horrendous. It is hard, like I couldn't see myself doing anything that would be harder. It makes you feel like you're not human, like you have no emotions, you have like nothing, and like you're just in pain, and like you're just like a shell of a person. That's how I felt for a long time. Even afterwards, for a while, I felt just like a shell of a person. I think more than me, it was hard on the people around me, because I think seeing someone you love go through stuff like that, it's probably worse than me actually going through it. During COVID, it was really hard because like you wasn't allowed to have that support system with you. It was horrendous, because I went from being diagnosed and like being like the worst thing in the world, but knowing that I could have them people with me in the hospital and like support me and stay with me and like hold my hand if I needed it, to dropping me off at the door and I'll see you in a week. So yeah, it wasn't great, and I think not seeing my sister for so long was hard as well, because we're really close and she brought me up. So yeah, it's actually a picture of me like outside the window and she's on the other side, and it's like whenever I see it, it's just horrible to think, oh. Awareness for healthcare professionals is so important, because you could just catch it at the right time if you know that these things can happen. I just think that GPs just are obviously just not like aware enough of like these things happen to young people. I just think that it's so important, because you could just catch it at the right moment and you can just like save someone or save someone's limb. Like it's so important, because maybe if they would have caught mine sooner, maybe we'd be in a different situation, but we'd never know that now, so.